This is my father, aged 23. The photograph was taken at his graduation from one of Poland's elite military academies. Like all young men of his generation, he was required to complete military service, but he'd never wanted a military career. He'd planned to become a doctor, and he had a girlfriend he intended to marry. He had a bright future ahead of him. But then came the war. This is the same man, just 10 years later. When the war ended, Allied soldiers around the world celebrated victory. The Poles stood alone with tears in their eyes. They had won the war, but they had lost their country. My father never saw his girlfriend or his family again. He spent the rest of his life in exile in England. He married and had 4 children. From the outside, we look like a normal family, but appearances can be deceptive. He ruled our home with a volatile temper and a voice like thunder. When he died, my brother said, "It feels like I never even knew him." And he was right. None of us knew what my father had experienced during the war. After my father died, I found a letter from a cousin. It said that his 68-year-old mother and brothers had been deported to Siberia because he was an officer in the Polish army. I later discovered that 3 of them, including my grandmother, managed to escape to freedom, making an epic journey of thousands of miles across the Soviet Union to Iran. Wanting to learn more, I typed my surname, Rupniak, into my web browser. What happened next changed my life. I was dumbfounded when my search led me to this website. I had always known my father as a humble factory worker. My mother said he had no ambition. So imagine my shock when I discovered that he'd been awarded Poland's highest military decoration for heroism, the Virtuti Militari. How could I have known him all my life and not known this? What could possibly have happened during and after the war to cause such a catastrophic loss of status? This discovery led me on a 15-year quest to uncover the truth. What I found wasn't just a story about one Polish veteran. It was a story about war, trauma, exile, identity, and the invisible wounds carried by survivors and their families. These discoveries inspired my book, The Betrayed War Hero, and led me to create this channel. If you'd like to know what happened to my father, this is where his story begins.